Good morning. Good morning. I'm not sure how, I'm just going to leave it. I'm like, do I like the way this camera's set up? I don't care. I don't care. Good morning. Good morning. Happy week of Thanksgiving. Happy week of Thanksgiving. We're all gearing up and getting ready. Maybe some of us are on vacation already. Maybe some of us are going to work. Good morning, Amy. Good morning, Mel. Good morning, you guys. Yes, I'm live this morning. Sorry, last week was awful, and then yesterday I wasn't live, so my apologies. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Good morning, Amy. Oh my gosh, you made me laugh so hard with your post about the bus yesterday. I got so drunk, I had to take the bus. You don't understand. I don't know how to drive a bus. Oh my God, it made me laugh. It was very funny. So if you're joining me for the first time, welcome. My name is Jill. I'm an intuitive healer. Yeah, it's hilarious. I do guided meditations on Periscope, and I have for the last 3 years. I also, if you prefer to hear me in audio version, I also have a podcast called Breaking Beyond Guided Meditation. You can find that on 9 different platforms. iTunes, Spotify, Outcast, and a couple of others. And then, of course, Anchor, which is where my podcasts are hosted. So, yeah, feel free to check that out if you would prefer to get it in your little headphones and not have to be, have me on video here on Periscope. Although Periscope's nice, they've updated so that you can listen, continue listening to a broadcast even if maybe you're in another app on your phone. I can't remember when they did that update, but it was a while ago. So it helps for people like me that meditate. Also going to the audio portion of the broadcast is really nice as well. Yeah, it is cool. It is cool. So I'm going to get us started with the card. Oh, that's a good card. That's a good card to start with this morning. Yeah, Periscope has done some nice things since I started broadcasting in 2015. Oh my gosh, it's really been since 2015 that I've been broadcasting. That seems crazy to me. It was 3 years ago, just before Thanksgiving, that I started, so it's pretty wild. My business has been it's been really good since I started broadcasting on Periscope. So I'm always grateful for this platform. We'll continue to come back to it. Yeah, so our card for the day. Peace. Periscope marriage. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, my third year anniversary. I probably should have done something. Maybe I will. Who knows? Maybe I'll do something today. Who knows? Something that kind of celebrates that. Maybe I'll do something over the weekend. Yeah, I started broadcasting, and I have stayed pretty true to what I do here on Periscope. I haven't changed my format. I always often think about doing it, and I'm like, I kind of go back and forth. I've been meditating at 5:30 a.m. In the beginning, I did it every single day. Yeah. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I remember, I talked about this a few weeks ago, but when I first started and I went to Periscope Summit, I had maybe 100 followers, and it was a summit in January 2016. That'd be right. Yeah, that's right. And I remember meeting this woman, and she just, I know I told this story, and that's how everyone wanted to know. Well, how many followers do you have? Well, how many followers do you have? And here's me. I'm like, I have 100 followers, and they're just like, oh, and they didn't want to talk to me. And I thought it's so interesting. Like, it didn't matter that I had an established business. It didn't matter. It was like, well, what's your following? And I totally get it. It's obviously more than 100 now. But I just kept doing my thing. And that to me, that really proves something. Like, just be true to your, it was really interesting. It was really, really interesting. It was really interesting to observe myself in that environment and really being true to who I am. Right. It's how I use it exactly. But that's the way social media works. The more following you have, the more you know, the larger email list you have, the more power and influence you have. And so you can do, you know, product placement or sell, you know, ad space or be sponsored by, you know, a larger company, and that's how you make money. But the difference for me is that I gain trust and respect with my followers and earn money in a very different way. So yeah, it's a really interesting, eye-opening experience for me. But I got connected with some really great people, and I got featured a number of times, and got picked up by Periscope to do some pretty big broadcasts. So I've had a good run on Periscope. I still enjoy the platform. I still hear every day, most of the time, unless I have appointments or I'm sick or something like that. But yeah. So going back to our card, which is peace today. Peace. Bringing us peace. Dissolving thoughts. No, I just like the Packers. Well, I live in Green Bay. So this is where I live. I live in Green Bay. And yes, I'm a season ticket holder. And yes, it took me 30 years to get tickets. They were my dad's. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. And I'm trying to find my little, here it is, my little dinger for my bell this morning. Yeah, it's the NFL. Yeah, National Football League. Yes. All right, my lovelies. Are we ready to get started? Are we ready to get started and have some lovely meditation time this morning? So one thing I don't do, and I'll do this morning, and I got a reminder of this before I got up today. It was the Green Bay Packers started with Green Bay Packaging. Green Bay Packaging is the one that I think it's Green Bay Packaging, Green Bay Packing. They sponsored the Packers before there was an NFL, and they were the football league. Look, I scratched myself. And they've grown, and there's an amazing story about the NFL and how that started, and some of those major players in the market. I mean, the Chicago Bears are in that, you know, they have quite the history too. So yeah, it's cool. If you're interested in learning about that, you can look that up. Their original stadium is just like a mile away from my house. Pretty cool. Anyhow, let's begin. So I don't often talk about how important it is to breathe and to really have good posture when you're meditating, and that breath work. Those are really the two foundations of your meditation practice. And that breath should come down into the diaphragm. So when I talk about removing this breath from the chest, we tend to breathe really shallow breathers, and we'll often move our shoulders up and down. We're breathing, and we really want to bring that all the way down and engage the belly, engage the diaphragm, expand the belly out, and then bring that breath down. It's important to do that because it centers the body. So anytime that you are having a moment, maybe you're at work and you're having a stressful moment, and our natural reaction is to just take a step back, right? Take a breath. We all say it, just take a breath. And that breath is this deep breath that engages the belly. So, and then and it helps relax you. So when we start meditation, when I start practice here, I always have you guys engage in 3 breaths and really relax yourself and feel the relax, like remove the tension from your shoulders and your arms, and move it down your spine and really relax into that breath. And then bring it back to a nice natural pace. I like to follow the flow of the ocean because it has a very similar rhythm to the breath. And so you're focused on engaging the breath in your body. Your back is nice and straight, your spine's nice and straight, shoulders are relaxed, and you're really focused on just breathing. And then you're able to bring everything else in. So the guided part of it is really to get you out of your own headspace. So I will guide, and what I ask you to do is to make up the images as you begin. What will happen over time is those images will gradually go into your psyche, your subconscious. Things will start coming forward. You might actually start to see things before I say them, so that you're really tuned in, and all those things are coming in. We're in sync, and things are coming forward naturally. So you'll get there. If you're a beginner, you'll get there. Don't get stressed out. Just relax into it, and if you have to, feel like you're making stuff up in your mind, do that, because it helps. All right. We're going to go ahead and get started. Go ahead and take a nice deep breath in, all the way down to the belly, and slowly exhale that breath. Nice deep breath in, and slowly exhale. Last one, deep breath in, and slowly exhale. Bring that breath back to its nice normal flow, keeping it down in the belly. Go ahead and relax your shoulders. Move that relaxation all the way down your arms to the tips of your fingers. Maybe you're resting your hands on your lap to your side. That breath flowing nice and even through the body. Feeling it flow just like an ocean wave where the tide comes in, that breath comes in, the tide goes out, the breath goes out. Nice, even flow. Push those thoughts that come into your mind to the side and just focus on that breath. Beautiful cleansing breath that comes into the body and then we release. We're going to take a walk today. I want you to feel your feet firmly on the ground. Ground that you're standing on is part of a trail. Grass growing on either side of the trail. Your trail is tree lined. As you look up, you see the tops of the trees. So tall, they nearly touch the clouds. And the beautiful blue sky. Temperature is warm. You feel a breeze moving across your skin and hearing it ruffle through the leaves. The leaves make that almost white noise. You can hear the birds singing. And in front of you, this trail stretches forward. I want you to begin to walk, feel your feet rise and fall. Scenery doesn't really change much. You're walking along this tree-lined path. Feeling the breeze across your skin. Some of you might see animals cross your path. Notice things along the way that stand out. Just make note of them. Keep walking. Eventually this trail is going to split into two ways. Right at that fork is a massive tree. Beautiful tree. Tree looks different than all the others that line the road or the path. It's significant that it's sitting here, rooted at this fork. Path clearly coming up to it, moving around it from either side. I want you to take a moment and pause. Just examine how you feel about seeing this tree and the path that you have to choose. Take a moment to reflect on how your body responds. The thoughts that come up in your mind. Are you feeling the need to make a decision and choose the path? Quickly move around the tree. Are you glad to pause and look at the tree? Not make a decision on which way to go. Is the tree ornamental? Does it have things hanging in it? Has it been decorated? When you look at the tree, what's special about it? When we think about our bodies reacting, do you feel calmer when you see the tree, or do you feel more anxious? Is there a change in your body? Do you have tenseness anywhere that you didn't before? Now I want you to step back from the tree and look at the two paths. Looking at how you make a decision, which way to go, which path to take, and why you chose the way you chose. And then I want you to begin walking forward, choosing that path. Once again, feeling your feet rise and fall as you continue walking. I want you to notice how the path changes. Perhaps the trees aren't as close to the path as they were before. Maybe you're seeing open fields instead of a forest. Perhaps the trail is taking you along a cliffside. You're looking down at the ocean. Just allow your mind to wander to those images as you continue walking. I'll leave you here to walk for a while. Maintain that beautiful breath coming in and out of the body. Relaxation through the arms and shoulders. I'll call you back when it's time. As you continue to walk that path, taking in all those sights, maybe beautiful animals that you see. I want you to notice that your trail is rounding right back, as if it made one large loop, and you're standing once again in front of that great tree, at that fork in the road. Looking at that same scenery once again. Tree-lined path. That great tree in the middle. I want you to look at the tree and look at the word that's carved there. Placing your hands on the trunk, tracing your finger over the word. identifies why you continue to circle back. Maybe seeing the same things or repeating a lesson. Let that sink in. Feel the reaction in your body. I want you to take a nice deep breath in. Then slowly exhale. Place your hands over your heart. Just take a moment for gratitude and even giving love back to yourself. Bring your hands in front of you in prayer position. Take one last deep breath in. And slowly exhale. And welcome back. Come on back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Did you understand walking around the tree? Do we see that? At first I was like, why are we walking around the tree? And then my path started coming back. And I'm like, oh. Lessons. It's about lessons. It's about lessons that we continue to recycle. And if you'll notice, we do this with a lot of things. We do this with situations. We do this with people. So we may have someone in our life and they may leave our life, but if we haven't truly learned what we need to learn from them, a same type of person or the same situation or same lesson will circle right back into your life, and you'll continue to learn this over and over again until you really, really absorb that lesson, bring it into you. Oh, good, Amy, I'm so glad. And that word on the tree, you're welcome. That word on the tree really helping you see like what it is that you're maybe missing, what is that you've avoided, what needs to come back into your life, or why is it coming back into your life, and what does that help you with? So let's see what we have for guidance in our wrap-up. Oh, I love this. It goes so well with our first card. Rising above. So what did meditation today show us about ourselves? What did it do to bring clarity to maybe what we do and how we continue to go through these cycles? Did it bring clarity? Did you have an aha moment that was like, oh my gosh, I get that, I understand why that's happening? But this card is about finding clarity, getting a solution, getting a greater understanding. When we rise above something, we can get a bigger perspective. We can also remove ourselves from maybe a dramatic situation or something that isn't serving us anymore. And so, and in turn bringing us peace, right? Allowing us to move into the next lesson. You're welcome, Christina. You're welcome. Well, I hope you guys have a tremendous, tremendous Wednesday. I will be on tomorrow morning for Thanksgiving. So those of you that need that like breather before you go and see family, I will be here. I will be here. So I shall see you tomorrow morning. Much love, you guys. Mwah.